A very good evening to you and welcome to The Full View. Let's take you live now to this breaking news story. Chaos has broken out in the Ekurhuleni Council. Moments ago, we started seeing visuals of chaos that was breaking out there. This, as of course, this particular council sitting is set to debate, in fact, to hear a motion of no confidence in Ekurhuleni Mayor Sivuyile Ngotwana. Mbalenhle Mthethwa is watching these developments. Mbalenhle, what happened?
You know, we don't understand what happened. One person is being thrown out, as you can see, being brought out by protection services out of the council, as you can see. But it seems as though the fight erupted in the corner over there next to the speaker. But, you know, Bongiwa, I have to make this known to you. Now, the rules of council dictate that should there be a disagreement and council members come to blows, a council must then be convened, rather it must be adjourned, and that is the correct word I'm looking for, must be adjourned and then wait for another time or convenient time for the commission, for the inquiry, for the council to be reconvened. Now, I am so sorry, Bongiwe, I have been running to try and get these visuals. I'm a little out of breath and I'm trying to gather my thoughts here, but
Guys, don't you find it scary that this behavior is normalized in South Africa? Don't you find it scary that whenever the ANC and the EFF disagree with each other, chaos will ensue? Don't you find it scary, man? You know, when it comes to these political parties, man, I've come to a conclusion that the ANC and the EFF, they don't care about South Africans. The ANC and the EFF, they don't care about the people whom they go around claiming to represent. You know, these are political parties that go around and claiming to be representatives of black people. They are saying that black people need to vote for us because we have their best interest at heart. This is what these political parties are saying. They are telling black people in South Africa that, man, you cannot even consider voting for other political parties. If you want to vote in South Africa, you need to consider voting for us. People are saying, no, but what about Action SA? What about Build One South Africa? Man, these political parties are coming out and saying that, no, as a black man, you cannot even afford to vote for Action SA. As a black man, you cannot even afford to vote for Build One South Africa or Rise Mzansi. Why? Because these people are funded by the Oppenheimers. These people are funded by the Erupts. So as a black man, you cannot afford to vote for political parties that will have a chance of siding with the Democratic Alliance. So you need to vote for us because we have your best interest at heart. This is what these political parties are telling the people. Every time when there's a disagreement between the ANC and the EFF, chaos will ensue. I'm looking at this footage and I'm wondering what kind of value are the people of Ekurhuleni getting from this? You look at the footage coming from Parliament whenever the ANC and the EFF clashes. What kind of value are South Africans getting whenever the EFF and the ANC clash? They are getting no value. So how can these people go around and claim that they are representatives of black people? You know, like I said, that I've realized that these people, they don't care about the average citizens on the ground. They don't care about the needs of average citizens on the ground. Because it is fine, you can disagree, political parties disagree all the time. But is it necessary for the chaos to ensue every time you people disagree? Is it necessary? You know, I've been online watching people comment about this thing that happened in Ekurhuleni. It is disgusting that average South Africans on the ground, they are picking side instead of coming out and saying that, guys, I'm a member of the EFF. As much as I believe that the ANC was wrong, but the conduct of my party was disgusting, people are not coming out and saying that I am a member of the ANC. As much as I believe that the EFF was wrong, but the conduct of my party was disgusting. These are things that people are not saying on the ground. I find it very disturbing that the South Africans, especially average South Africans on the ground, they still haven't seen through these political parties. Average South Africans on the ground, they are entertained by this kind of politics. They are entertained by these people jumping on benches like this one over here. You see this one over here? This is what actually excites the South Africans. But at the same time, South Africans will come out and say that our roads are not fixed. The South Africans will come out and say that our children are sitting at home unemployed. South Africans will come out and say that crime is ending our streets. But whenever these people meet, and these are people who are supposed to make sure that whatever they discuss, it is going to improve the people's lives on the ground. People are entertained by this garbage politics, but at the same time, they love complaining about what is wrong within their lives. So how is it possible that average citizens on the ground can complain about what is wrong in their communities, but when these people go to these councils and they clash and the chaos ensues, people are excited about this, people are picking sides. Man, I cannot believe that average South Africans still don't see through these political parties. How is it possible that average South Africans don't see through these political parties? How is it possible? How is it possible? I mean, you see this behavior, man. This behavior is fueled by the fact that average citizens on the ground, they are excited by this politics. They are excited by this garbage politics. Man, people are laughing at us. People are calling us with all sorts of names. People are calling us with all sorts of names. People are saying that black people are stupid. Black people cannot even govern themselves because of this. Because of this. Man, I'm disgusted by these people, man. But honestly, I am not surprised by this behavior from the ANC and the EFF. I find it very shocking that South Africans are actually getting used to this behavior from the ANC and the EFF. I find it very shocking that South Africans are getting used to ANC and the EFF jumping on benches, ANC and the EFF throwing things at each other. This is the kind of politics that South Africans are getting used to. And these people, man, have the audacity to go around and say that other political parties do not have black people's best interest at heart. What kind of value are the people of Ekurhuleni getting from this? If you are a resident of Ekurhuleni, you have a sewage running in your street, you have illegal dumpings at almost every corner. What kind of value are you getting from these people that you have voted in council? Look at these people, man, jumping the benches, throwing things at each other. These are people who are voted by a majority of black people, man, to go to these councils so that they can improve their lives. But they don't see that. As soon as these people start disagreeing, chaos will ensue. As soon as ANC and the EFF start disagreeing, chaos will ensue. And instead of people coming out and condemning that behavior, people will say, no, we are picking sides, man. You know, I'm EFF through and through. The ANC was wrong, man. And I love what the fighters did. These are people on the ground that are unemployed. These are people on the ground. They are unemployed, but they are excited by this kind of behavior. How is it possible, man, that average citizens of South Africa are still excited by this garbage politics? How is it possible?
But as you can see, the blows, there have been blows, they have come to blows. The speaker has vacated her seat and she stepped out, and it seems as though there has been a failure by the speaker to take charge and control what is happening. And this is what the opposition parties or the opposition benches raised before that.
You know, man, I am not a supporter of the ANC. I am not a supporter of the EFF, man. I would vote for Musimemani before even thinking about voting for these idiots. I would vote for Hemene Machaba before even thinking for voting for I would even vote for Songeso Zibi before even thinking of voting for these people. If I was a member of the EFF or if I was a member of the ANC, I would be disgusted by this and I would be ashamed of myself for voting for these people to go and represent me, because looking at this, there is no way these people are representing black people on the ground. There is no way nothing has been fixed on the ground by this behavior. I would be ashamed of myself to be a member of the ANC, to be the member of the EFF. I would completely be ashamed of myself for that I voted for these barbarians to go to these councils only for them to do this. Only for them to do this, man. There is nothing that the average citizens of Ekurhuleni are getting from this behavior. Nothing.
Caucus break, 30-minute caucus break was raised or was requested and was then granted. Just a short while ago, you would have seen the speaker.
For some reason, this behavior is accepted, guys. For some reason, you see this guy dancing on the bench. For some reason, this behavior is accepted. For some reason, this behavior is accepted. When you come out and say, man, why the hell would you stand on the benches? Why the hell would you stand there and dance? And people will say, nah, do not say anything about the fighter, man. That is a fighter, man. That fighter is always right. The fighter is always right. How is this accepted, guys? How is this accepted? With South Africa, man, facing so many problems that we are facing today, how is it possible that average citizens on the ground, they still tolerate this kind of behavior? With all the problems that South Africans is facing today, you still have people, man, being excited by this garbage politics, by this bottom of the barrel politics. Man, our people are going to learn the hard way. People are going to learn the hard way, man. By trusting these political parties, people are going to learn the hard way.
leaving. I'm just going to show you in the corner there, just underneath the South African flag. That is the door or the entrance for the speaker, and that is the door that was used by the speaker to exit the premises. As you can see right now, they are coming to blows. There are people shoving and pushing each other, and it's unclear. So it's EFF on one side, some of the DA members, or rather, it's not DA members. Apologies. Sergeants of arms are inside the council, and they are here trying to break up the party. My mistake. They're just been corrected. That is the start.
I mean, like, the reason why I say that there is no value that people are going to get from this behavior is that political parties always disagree. Political parties disagree all the time. But why can't these people, disagree like adults? Why can't these people debate the issues like adults? Why can't they simply say that we don't agree with what you are saying? We don't agree with what you are doing. And we think that you are corrupt by doing 1, 2, 3. Why can't they do that like adults? Why can't they do that like adults? And for people who are out there condemning this, and for people who are out there endorsing this behavior, saying that there is nothing wrong with this behavior, these people need to be ashamed of themselves. They honestly need to be ashamed of themselves, man. There is nothing to say anymore. When you look at this footage, there is nothing to say. And this is this is a preview of the ANC and the EFF coalition. This is their preview, guys. If these people goes into coalition, this is exactly what we are going to get at every council in South Africa. This is what we are going to get. Because this is exactly what happens whenever the ANC and the EFF disagrees. So if these people goes into coalition, this is what you are going to get. And I hope that the people on the ground will be proud to get this at every single turn.
Sergeants of arms that are standing in between the councillors who have almost come to blows. It seems as though this council meeting will not be able to continue. Now, this reminds me of the time when both the ANC and the EFF were singing in one tune, saying that Ngodwana Yimeyale, and they were chanting, and this was supposed to be the beginning of a new leadership that was going to prioritize the needs of ordinary South Africans and the delivery of services, and also try to
Man, just look at other members of that council, man, sitting down and watching these idiots making mockery of themselves. People are sitting there, man, with their cell phones out, recording these idiots that are entertaining them. Look at how other members of that council are simply sitting down. They are simply sitting down. And you have the ANC and the EFF grandstanding. I know they are doing this because we are going to the elections. And that's why I'm saying that, average South Africans need to be ashamed of themselves. If you are going to vote for someone because he was running and standing on the chairs of councils, he was running around and standing on the tables of councils, if you are going to vote for that person simply for that reason, you need to be ashamed of yourself. You need to be ashamed of yourself, man. The people who are keeping these idiots in power, they need to be ashamed of themselves.
The state of the city's finances, which had allegedly deteriorated at the time. But we now understand that the city's finances have deteriorated even more under the leadership of the MMC For Finance, Nkululeko Dunga. The cash on hand has significantly dropped to below the amount that is set by or recommended by National Treasury. And we have questioned the MMC For Finance a couple of times. We have tried on many occasions to bring to the attention of the viewers the state of the finances. Now, you will remember that earlier this year there were reports that the city of Ekurhuleni had not submitted its finances and the financial statements to the Auditor General, which led the Auditor General not being able to publish its report on the financial standing of the city of Ekurhuleni. And in the past, you will know that the city of Ekurhuleni has enjoyed clean audits for 3 consecutive years. It was one of those municipalities that was believed to be run quite well, and this is the first time that we're seeing this. And in a question and answer session with the ANC provincial chairperson, who's also the Gauteng Premier, Banyaza Lesufi, he said it is very unfortunate to see what has become of the ANC, of Ekurhuleni, the city of Ekurhuleni, that the party had worked so hard to build. And as you can see over there, someone has jumped on the table and tried to get to the other side to try and fight with some of the people there. I'm going to continue monitoring these visuals over here, and also, oh no, looks like, hold on, I'm sorry, I was just about to hand this back to you, but as you can see, EFF members are now jumping on the benches or the tables of the DA caucus, and they are also preventing them from going to the other side, where it seems as though the ANC is protecting someone. The mayor, Sivuyile Ngodwana, is also there in that corner with all the ANC caucus.
I mean, like, why don't they simply let them go to the mayor and see what is it exactly that they are trying to do to the mayor? Why can't they let them go to the mayor, man? Like, if these people actually want to head the mayor, they can head the mayor because the cameras are there. There's no need for you guys to stop these people when they are trying to get to the mayor. You should just let them go and allow South Africans to see what kind of people do they have in councils. Let them go to the mayor. Let them head the mayor in front of the whole country, and let the South Africans see what kind of political party is this. Why do you keep stopping these people, man, from getting to the mayor? Why are you stopping these people from getting to the mayor? And these people, man, are simply going from where they were. They're going to the DA benches, man. The people from the DA, they're sitting down. They're sitting down, man, watching at this. They are watching at this. And the EFF guys, they are going there where the DA is. They are standing on their tables and... Man, in South Africa, we don't have standards, man. Prince Mashele said it, that in South Africa, we don't have standards. If these are people that are representing us, if these are people that we should trust with our future, man, we don't have standards in South Africa. Clearly, we don't have standards in South Africa. And how the hell do average South Africans expect their lives to be better when you have these people in governance? How do you expect your life to be better when you are represented by these barbarians? How do you expect your life to be better? How do you expect things to be fixed in your own community when you are represented by these barbarians? Man, South Africans need to stop complaining. South Africans need to stop complaining. South Africans love the ANC and the EFF so much, and there is nothing that the ANC and the EFF is doing for them. They love ANC and the EFF, and this is the only thing that the ANC and the EFF is doing for them. They are providing them with entertainment. This is nothing. There is nothing tangible that the ANC and the EFF is doing for the people of South Africa. Nothing.
But there's a fight right now. They're about to come to blows. There's a fight that has ensued. There are blows over there, and the protection services personnel are unable to keep this under control. As you can see right over there, it is a fight. There's that person who has managed to get out, who's trying to go and hit someone on the other side there. It's unclear what really started the fight, but if the city of Ekurhuleni had a strong speaker of council, by now the council meeting would have been adjourned. These are grounds to adjourn the council meeting. I will keep you posted, but right now it's back to you in Studio Bonging.
Let's give you a sense to breathe, and let's try to listen to what is taking place. All right,
Man, this is disgusting, man. I'm telling you, this is disgusting. There's nothing to be said about what is happening right now. It is disgusting. And I'm more disgusted at average South Africans on the ground, man, taking sides. Average South Africans on the ground saying that my political party was not wrong. My political party was not wrong. This is exactly what disgusts me more, man. You know, the EFF and the ANC, they deserve each other. The EFF and the ANC, they are the same. But I honestly thought that average citizens on the ground would come out and say that, guys, we are not endorsing this kind of behavior. I thought that people would say that we are not endorsing this kind of behavior. We are not endorsing the members of provincial legislature fighting each other instead of debating the issues with each other. Why can't these people debate the issues with each other? Why can't they debate the issues like matured adults? Why can't they debate the issues understanding and remembering why they are there at first place? It's almost as if these people don't even remember why they are there at the first place, because they are there to represent the people on the ground. So do these people actually think that by behaving like bunch of idiots live on national television, do these people actually think that they are representing black people? Do these people think that they are representing black people? As a black person, do you feel like you are being represented when you see EFF and ANC behaving like bunch of idiots? Do you feel like you are being represented? Do you feel like what is wrong within your community will be attended to? Man, this is exactly what people are getting. And people are getting exactly what they deserve. Guys, please tell me what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button. And the most important part is subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabal. So I will see you next time. Bye-bye.